For nearly 50 years, the National Partnership has been making life better for women and families. Our vision is a world that is free, fair, and just, where discrimination of all types is gone, where all women have the reproductive autonomy that allows them to chart their destinies and care for their families, where each of us gets the health care and the education we need to thrive, and where opportunity is real and economic security achievable for us all. We are dedicated to advancing this vision because as it becomes reality, we are all better off. But today, our progress has been disrupted, in many ways reversed. It is not even 7 p.m. yet, June 7th, 2018, and we are 1 year, 138 days, and about 6 hours into what feels like the most dangerous administration in my lifetime. This administration is wiping out anti-discrimination measures. It's reversing efforts to advance fair and decent pay and putting contraceptive and abortion care out of women's reach. This administration is giving tax breaks to the ultra-wealthy while imposing work requirements on the poor, threatening to eliminate protections for students from harassment and rape, making our country meaner and life harder for those in immigrant and Muslim communities. And now they are tearing children away from their parents when they come here to seek asylum. Is it any wonder that some of us prefer to count how far we are from the end of this administration? And just in case you're wondering, it's about 2 years, 7 months, 13 days, and 7 hours. These times are truly testing us. They conjure up some of the darkest moments in our history. But what is imperative to remember is that what ultimately defines our country going forward is not these shameful actions. It's how we react to them. The future will be determined by whether we step up and fight back or whether we put our heads down and wait for the horrors to pass. The program we have for you tonight features 4 remarkable women who are definitely not stepping back or putting their heads down. Each is using her platform, her power, and her prestige to push back against injustice and to make life better for women and families. Each is inspiring us to be better than we are, to do our part to speak up and make change. I expect each of them will fuel us with passion tonight. So the ideals of American democracy are one of the greatest inventions in history. But we're human, and we've never fully lived up to those ideals. Still, the failures we face today are different. It's not simply that progress is stalled or that we differ on how to reach our goals. Today, we have leaders who don't seem to share our core values. They are fanning the flames of racism, homophobia, anti-Semitism, xenophobia, nativism, and of course, sexism. They offer windfalls to the wealthy and punish the poor. They attack the core rights and freedoms that shape our lives. They twist the truth without regard for the consequences. We cannot and we will not let that stand. This cannot become the new normal. We must not let ourselves become numb to the daily barrage of unimaginables. We must help people see that what happens to any one of us affects all of us. And that's why we cannot tackle these issues in silos. In addition to sexism, women face so many other forms of discrimination, and the harm compounds over the course of their lives, and women of color feel this especially keenly. Biases conspire with inadequate policies and cultural norms to disempower women, diminish our opportunities, and actually penalize us for the work of bearing children and caring for loved ones. At the National Partnership, we are in the business of change. Our work is grounded in the lived experiences of women and families. When a minimum wage worker can't pay her rent, we fight for a living wage. When a family loses its health coverage, we defend the Affordable Care Act. When a woman can't get her mammogram, birth control, or abortion care, we demand funding for Planned Parenthood. And when a hotel worker without paid leave quits her job and is forced to use up the family's savings to care for her husband with cancer, we advance paid family and medical leave. Our agenda is packed. Our challenge is formidable. We know it isn't enough to win paid leave but lose reproductive rights, to gain health coverage but allow disparities to go unchallenged, to achieve fair pay but abide sexual harassment. We won't settle for anything less than all the rights and freedoms we deserve. And I have good news. Thank you. I have good news. We're working with allies in cities and states around the country to convince lawmakers to pass paid sick days and paid family and medical leave, to advance fair pay and strengthen protections against pregnancy discrimination. We're helping states expand Medicaid and preserve health coverage. We're working with corporations that are standing up to the Trump administration's homophobic and anti-immigrant actions and leading the way on workplace policies that make our society more fair and just. We are fueling the energy and taking advantage of the energy and activism that is swelling up from the grassroots. Women and men, young and old, of every color, creed, ethnicity, religion, ability, gender identity, and socioeconomic status are marching, rallying, speaking up at town halls. Even scientists are marching on the Capitol. Lawyers are volunteering to help immigrants at airports and refugees and families at our borders. And students are holding elected officials accountable and inspiring all of us to trade apathy for action. And women are making ourselves heard. We're running voter registration drives, running campaigns, running for office, and winning. We are fueling movements like Me Too and Time's Up. We are claiming the power and speaking the truth about what's good and right for all of us. Ladies, we are on fire. The National Partnership is reaching across issues and communities to build the bridges that forge our unity and maximize our impact. We're innovating and advancing solutions to change both policies and culture. Each of you is supporting this work by being here this evening. Thanks to you, we are advancing our vision, winning hearts and minds, and building the strength and momentum to secure the victories that women and families need. This is about our future. Every one of you makes a difference. Because of you, we can do what we do. I thank you.